Hi there, it's me again, Mr. Moose. I know it has been kind of a hot second since we've discussed Hessra Disneyland, but yeah, I'm back in the park. I've been working on it very, very hard, and in the last few days, a lot of progress has been made. We've gotten a contribution of, and I kid you not, almost an entire themed area has just been given to me. Not the theming itself, but like the buildings, and that was all thanks to Darren104, I want to say, over on Discord. Thank you so much. I owe you a lot. But anyways, excuse me. From where we left off last time, there has been a lot of improvement. As you can probably tell, we're now in a more completed square. So I'm going to stop rambling and I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it, try and make this less rambly and more of a compact video. So, alright, let's get into it. So basically out here we have these ticket booths. They are sort of temporary, but I actually kind of like them. They're from an old park, but I kind of like them. They're not super Disney-esque, but I feel like with the sort of vibe that this park has started to take of a more, like, slightly rustic park, I don't know, I like them. Same with this gazebo and these Art Deco, like, cover things off the workshop. They're awesome. Basically, yeah, we got, like, some planners and stuff like that for this entrance. It's meant to be just very pretty and a nice place to walk around while you enter the park. We also have these entrance buildings. I believe they were done in the last episode, but if they weren't, go ahead and take a look. Anyways, we would have added some signs and some extra lights and gates and stuff like that. And as we come out here, you may notice some differences, some heavy differences in the Disneyland main station. As you see, we added a large awning as well as the flanking towers on both sides, as well as these extra little towers out here, just for a little extra detail, just a little extra touch. I love those. But yeah, if we go this way, you may notice that this side of Main Street USA has actually started coming along pretty well. We have a couple buildings here. Autosave. Dang it. Of course, always when I try and record. We have these buildings right here. They're awesome. As you probably can already tell if you are looking, because I am autosaving, this building is in multiple places. So is this building. But this is going to be the Mickey Theater. I was kind of lazy and just plopped down a building I already had from an old park. But it's fine. It's fine. But anyways, that sort of flanks off this side of Main Street USA. I think I might redo these buildings. So from this like weird tower right here all the way over here, I think I'm going to just redo because I don't like them. I don't think they fit. They don't fit with the rest of the buildings. They kind of stand out like a sore thumb, especially this one, and to an extent this one. But yeah, so Main Street USA, as you can tell, is almost finished. I just got to finish these couple buildings, but as you can probably tell over there, I got a little bit distracted. But before we go into any themed lands, let's go ahead and take a look at the castle and what has changed, because it has changed. I don't know if you can hear the music, but we now have a castle soundtrack. If you didn't know, this park already, every single area that has been built has a soundtrack. Tomorrowland has a soundtrack, Main Street USA, the front entrance plaza, Cape Harbor, and now the Castle Plaza. But as you can tell, the castle is quite different. The castle itself hasn't changed all too much, little bits and bobs. We've done a lot of lighting, so I can go ahead and show you that. The castle has been lit for the most part. I think it looks pretty good, but we also built this little bridge that connects it. I like it a lot. I feel like it adds so much compared to how it used to be. You'll also notice down here we have this little, like, I don't know what you call it, like, balcony thing, but basically there's, I'm gonna finish the courtyard over here, and it's not gonna be a place where you can walk, but a place where you can look and see. And then over here, as you can tell, it's going up on a hill. We got a little waterfall and some more gardens, kind of taking inspiration from Paris, but on a much smaller scale. like I said, the castle itself hasn't changed all too much. We added like some little bits and bobs, and obviously the terrain has changed, as well as this little thing. Now, I know this looks really ugly, and I'm gonna go back and fix it at some point. I don't know when, but we'll get it done at some point. We also added this little like eating area with this kiosk and stuff. And then there is Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland itself has, Space Mountain itself hasn't changed at all. We have the little TMTK rocket ride. What is this called? Autopia. Autopia has started construction. None of the theming has been added, but like, you know, some terrain work. It has an original layout to fit in a more compact space. As you can tell, we also added a people mover. It's a much shorter circuit. As you can tell, it kind of goes around here, and we're gonna have a bit of like a backwards plaza, and there's probably gonna be like, you know, the laugh track or the Stitch, or there's gonna be like a space-ish attraction back there. And yeah, the people mover actually goes through Space Mountain, sort of like it does in the other parks. And then it just comes back around. Obviously, I haven't had the most time to like actually do anything to the people mover, but yeah. And if we go in here, hang on, let me switch it to nighttime again. Space Mountain has been starred, as well as a lot of track work has been done. The elements are all the same, but a lot of them have been reworked and redone. But yeah, it has been starred. Yay! That actually was a pain. It took a long time to get done, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other stuff we've done. Coming into the castle, the like Sleeping Beauty walkthrough experience has been sort of bastardized, but oh my lord, here we go. We have just some boards showing the story, as well as the original inspiration for the castle. And then we walk through, and it's into Fantasyland. Obviously, Fantasyland has had very little done, but it does have a bit of a mountain backdrop. Wonder what that could be. We'll have to get into that in just a moment. So, moving on, ignore that. Let's go ahead. Maybe no, I won't hop into Teddycam. But as you may notice, this building right here especially kind of is more of a New York-y vibe. Takes a lot more inspiration from Disney Sea than it does Disneyland. But if we go this way, through this little alley, what's this? It's the first almost completed themed area, Cape Harbor. Almost all of these buildings were provided by Darren104 over on Nation. Obviously, this building is mine because I copied it. But every single building here, except for like these, every single building here has been done by him, and they are very, very well done. I'm so happy with them, and I'm so happy he was able to just give me an area. It's supposed to be a Liberty Square, but because this park is not located in the U.S., that would be a little weird. So it's instead Cape Harbor, an American, like a Northwest, like Maine or New England harbor, which I love. So it's a little harbor town. And yeah, basically this area, as it is, this building is going to house something. It's not going to be like a dark ride or anything, but it's going to be like a big attraction walk-through sort of thing. There's going to be something that goes here. I'm just not sure what yet, because this obviously would have been the Hall of Presidents, but we're not going to do that, because like I said, the park's not in the U.S. This tugboat was taken off the workshop. I'm not that talented. Same with this little boat. Taken off the workshop. I will provide links to them. I will provide a link to it probably in the description. And then yeah, we have this little lighthouse up here, and this is all going to be themed like Disney Sea, where like people can walk up the stairs and come up here and look out. This area over here is going to be the Haunted Mansion. We're going to have the mansion bit up front, and then the ride itself is going to be back here with the train line going right through the middle of it. And then this is probably going to be a dead end. I was thinking about maybe bringing Adventureland out here, but I think it would make more sense if Adventureland was contained to this little island or just to this little area. So yeah, it's gorgeous. Thank you so much for this. Obviously, it helps. It really helps because, I mean, I didn't have to do all that much work. I just had to like I just had to, like, finish the flooring and do little bits and bobs and place a couple buildings, but it turned out amazing. It reminds me so much of Disney Sea, and I love it. I love it. So a little backstory, this park would have opened in modern day, so probably within the last 5 years, a sister park to Shanghai. So the attractions that are going to be here are going to be more modern, and you'll see that as we go through. But the areas themselves would be a lot different, a lot more like Shanghai, a lot less like Disney World or Magic Kingdom. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to the last little bit, and this is what I was working on this morning. Big Thunder Mountain is getting a retheme. Instead of a Western Mountain, it is just like an alpine sort of Colorado, probably not even Colorado, more like British Columbia sort of vibe. And same, we're also going to have Splash Mountain out here. As you can tell, Grizzly, it's going to be Big Grizzly, not Big Grizzly, Big Grizzly River Run. It's going to be Big Grizzly, something logging thing. But that's going to be over here. It's going to, like, bottom out into this lake. There's going to be bridges and stuff over here, like I said, elaborately themed. So instead of it just being a path, it's going to, like, go up and down and all that stuff. This ride is obviously very, very early in development. Not a whole lot has been done in terms of theming, but basically it's the exact same theme as Big Thunder Mountain of a runaway mine train, but it has, you know, different bits and bobs, and it has a different sort of vibe. So like I said, instead of being like Red Rock in Utah, it's going to be more like what you'd see in like Colorado, like if you know what I mean. But anyways, yeah, so that's gonna kind of wrap it up for everything that we've done. I know I'm like trying to rush through this video, but there is a lot that has been done. The park itself has expanded so much from just like this little bit and Space Mountain over here to like this whole area has the entirety of the park is starting to take shape. So I'll go ahead and talk about one more little bit. We're going to finish up Tomorrowland. This area right here is going to be massive backstage. So it's going to be kind of barren on purpose, but there's going to be bits and bobs that make it look like there's stuff back there when there actually isn't. And then Fantasyland, I'm going to try and do as many dark rides as possible. Probably a lot along like these little bits right here are going to be dark rides. I was thinking about doing Seven Dwarfs, but I honestly think I'm just going to let it go. As much as I would like to, I just don't think it'll fit in with what I'm going for. I kind of want to do the Beauty and the Beast ride from Tokyo Disney Sea, but I don't want to add a whole nother castle. But anyways, yeah, so that's sort of it. Thank you. Oh my god, autosave. Hang on. Blech. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been sort of hectic, but yeah, I really hoped you enjoyed, and catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.